Okay, so these are the notes for linear inequalities, okay? Hopefully you've printed these out from Classroom and are following along with a pencil, and you're gonna need a ruler as well. Okay, so a linear inequality looks like this. Y greater than or equal to negative 2x minus 4. Okay, so the way we're going to start off, and I'm going to kind of flip back and forth between the example and filling in the top, is we're going to graph it as it were an equation. Okay. Okay. So we're going to graph it by pretending it were just y equals, negative 2x minus 4. Okay, and how are we going to graph that? Using slope and intercept. Slope and y-intercept. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so this one, m equals negative 2 over 1, all right, and the intercept b, the slope is negative 2 over 1, the intercept b is negative 4. Okay, so we're going to put the intercept on there, and then we're going to go down 2 and 1 over there, okay? And then we're going to connect those points, all right? There we go. Okay. Now, let's take a look over here. Okay, so since this symbol is greater than or equal to, all right, we're going to connect this line as usual with and make sure to extend it all the way out and put your arrows on there, of course. Okay, we're going to graph this as usual with a solid line, all right? So we're going to choose a solid line if the signs are greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. Okay. And if the signs are not, if they don't have the equal in it, so if they're just greater than or less than, they're going to be dashed lines. Okay. So we would connect, but we would draw it not as a solid line, but as a dashed line, like as a broken line. And we'll see that in one of the later examples. So it's going to be a dashed line if it's greater than or less than. All right, if it's greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, it's a solid line. Okay. So, all right. So this line represents everything that's equal to, y is equal to negative 2x minus 4. Now we have to find, so we took care of this part, the equal part. Now we have to find the points where y is greater than negative 2x minus 4. Okay, so the way we're going to do that, we're going to choose a point that is not on the line. Okay, so I'm going to pick a point that's not on the line. All right, a really easy point to use, and I recommend you use it if possible, as long as it, again, if it's not on your line, is 0, 0, because zeros work out really nicely. So I'm going to use test point of 0, 0, okay? What I'm going to do with this point is I'm going to substitute it into here, okay? So I'm going to get 0 greater than or equal to negative 2 times 0 minus 4. Let's clean it up. 0 greater than or equal to, so that should be minus negative 4. Is that true or false? Well, it's true because 0 is greater than negative 4. Okay? So if it's true, shade toward the test point. If it's false, shade away from the test point. What does that mean? Okay, so here's my line. Here's 0, 0. 0, 0 was true, so we're going to go toward it. We're going to go right of the line, all right? And we're going to shade everything to the right of the line, okay? What this shaded area means is that if I pick any point within it and substitute into our inequality, we're going to get a true statement. So for example, if I pick the point 3, 1 and substitute it into here, I would get a true statement. What if I pick something that's not in the shaded area? What if I pick -4, -1? Well, since it's not in the shaded area, it would be false. Okay? Now, 0, 0 worked, so we shaded toward it. If it didn't work, we would shade the other way down here, left of the line. Okay? So that is the difference. Okay, let's go to the back. Okay, next one. All right, so we're going to start by graphing this as it was y equals -x minus 4. Okay, so the intercept b is -4, and the slope is -1, and of course put that over 1. So intercept -4, down 1, over 1. Okay. And this has the equal part. Okay, it doesn't have just less than, just greater than. It has an equal sign. So we're going to connect with a solid line. Okay. Okay. So we graph the line, we determine whether we needed a solid or a dashed line. Now we're going to pick a test point. I can pick 0, 0 here because it's not on my line. If it were on my line, I'd have to use some other point that wasn't on there. So test point, 0, 0, okay. Let's substitute that into here. So we're going to get 0 less than or equal to 0 minus 4, 0 less than or equal to -4. Okay. Is 0 less than or equal to -4? No, that's false. All right. So here's our line. Here's our test point. Our test point did not work, so we're going to shade the opposite way. We're going to shade to the left of the line. Okay, what does this mean? This means that any point in this region, so if I picked -2, 0, that would give me a true statement. But if I pick this point that's not in the region, that would give me a false statement. Okay? Last one. Okay. Y greater than 3x minus 1. So again, we're going to graph it like it's y equals 3x minus 1. Okay? So the intercept is -1. And the slope is 3 over 1. So we're going to go intercept -1, 1, 2, 3 up, and 1 over. Okay? So now we're going to connect the line, but it's y greater than 3x minus 1. This one doesn't have an equal sign, so it's going to be a dashed line, not a solid. So we're going to connect this with our ruler with a dashed line. This is a little hard to do while holding my phone. Okay. Okay, so see I have like a dashed, a broken line. All right, make sure you're connecting like that. Make sure you're paying attention to whether or not you have that equal sign. Okay, last step, we're going to pick a test point. I can use 0, 0 over here because it's not on the line. Most of the time you'll be able to use 0, 0. I can't guarantee you always, but usually you will. All right, so I'm going to substitute in here. We're going to go 0 greater than 3 times 0 minus 1. So it's 0 greater than -1. That is true. Okay. So my line is over here. 0, 0 is over here. It worked. We're going to shade everything toward it. Okay. So your answer is going to look like that. Okay. Now let me say when you're doing this on Alex, there's going to be some new buttons that you're going to see. There's going to be a shading button. So if you get stuck with the buttons, take a look at the explanation for the problem. It will walk you through it. Or of course, send me an email or book an appointment and I can certainly go through it with you. Okay, that'll take care of that.